Hey, dang, it feels good to be back. Did y'all miss me? Don't lie. Hi, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Or should I be welcoming myself back, because where have I been, right? It's been like 2 months since I uploaded my last video. I know. Today's video is basically just going to be a get ready with me style video, and I'm going to be talking about where I've been, what I've been dealing with personally, and things like that. So if you want to hear about my little life, then just go ahead and keep on watching as we just jump right into it. Today is going to be kind of a long video. Again, I'm doing a lot of talking and kind of explaining where I've been. But if you're not here for that and you just want to see how I got this makeup look, that's totally fine. I'll leave a timestamp right here. That way you can skip through all of my rambling and just get straight into the makeup look. I am going to be going to see Aladdin, which I'm really excited about. So I wanted to bring some magic to my eyes. So we have some pinks and purples and blues and silver glitter to complete this entire look. I just want to quickly say thank you guys so much for supporting me even while I've been on this little break. It was very needed for me, but overall I feel so much better now. It feels so good to be in front of the camera and do my makeup and talk to you guys. So thank you again for all of your love and support. It's greatly appreciated. If you're happy to see my face, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because I'm happy to be back. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I have a lot of great content coming to you guys very soon. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. I'm gonna just act like I haven't been MIA and we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in because I know I'm looking crazy right now. So I'm gonna start by priming my skin. I've been using this Milk Hydro Grip Primer and I've heard nothing but amazing things from it. And my favorite YouTuber, Nicole Guerrero, has been using it like crazy, so you know, I had to use it too. I just used 2 pumps. This stuff has actually been really good. I bought it this past weekend. I did go back home to celebrate my boyfriend's birthday. So when I was there, I went to Sephora and I wanted to try this primer for a really long time. So I just went ahead and grabbed it. And so far, it works pretty good. Next, I'm going to be moving on to foundation. And I just picked up this foundation as well. And I'm actually really liking it. And the shade matches me perfect. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear Foundation, and this is in the shade 420, and I actually feel like I got the perfect match. How funny, right? 420? I'm gonna just go ahead and start by pressing this into the skin. I am using this beauty sponge. This is from ShopIsraella.com. I will leave the link in the description below. And everything from ShopIsraella is $1. Yes, everything. Now they do have like some brush sets that are probably like 10 bucks or something, but you get like 5 or 10 brushes in the set. So yeah, I definitely love their brand and I love that their products are all just $1. Super price friendly. So if you're looking for a new beauty sponge, definitely check them out. And this is probably one of the best sponges I've used. And it's $1, so yeah. I'll leave it linked down below. Okay, so yeah, now let's talk about where I've been. To be honest with you guys, like, I felt like I needed a break from life in general, not even just like YouTube or anything, but life in general. I don't know, over spring break, I kind of went through a really bad like dry spell where I didn't want to do anything. Like, I don't know how to even explain it to you guys, but I was not motivated to do anything. Like, I didn't want to get up, I didn't even want to go to class. Like, it was really weird, and I had a lot of work to do with like school because over spring break I told myself like I'm gonna, you know, film videos for school and, you know, do all of this stuff that I needed to get done, and I didn't do any of it. And the weird thing about it is like I didn't even care, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I'm not being productive at all, and for some reason I was just kind of like, eh. Like that's literally my whole mood. That was my whole mood for the entire time of spring break, and even a little bit after. I was just kind of like, like I don't really care about life right now. And it was really weird because I'm usually not like that. Like I was trying to tell myself like, no Maria, get up, like you have a lot of stuff to do, just get to it, just get it done. Once it's done, you don't have to worry about it, whatever, blah blah blah. But for some reason I was just like, no, like I'm not doing anything. I don't know, because of that I slowed down with YouTube and I slowed down with my makeup, like even posting on Instagram, like being on social media. Like I slowed down with everything. I just kind of like stopped everything. And I don't know, I felt like at the time I was really lost. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do, and to be honest, I'm still lost. Like I'm not even saying this as if I'm over it or as if I'm past it, because I'm not, but I kind of had a new mindset after this kind of happened. I know I'm looking crazy right now, but let's go ahead and move to the next step. I am going to be doing my eyebrows last, so if you're one of those people that's bothered by that, then bye girl. No, I'm just kidding. But if you're one of those people that's like, oh my god, why is she doing her whole face first? Like, yeah, I don't know, sometimes this is just how I do my makeup most of the time. But yeah, so I don't know, like I felt very weird. And I was just kind of like, I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm trying to create when I feel no motivation, or I feel no creativity, or you know what I mean? Like I literally just felt empty, and it was pretty scary. Like I didn't know what was going on with me. I didn't know why I felt that way. I was told that Mercury was in retrograde during that time for me, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe that was it, but who knows? Like I was just going through it, and it wasn't until I kind of talked to my professors and was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I can't create anything, or like I'm just not myself. And they were basically telling me like, yeah, you know, that's normal. Oh, I didn't even mention what I'm using, sorry. So I'm contouring right now, and I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. Yeah, so I was talking to my professors, and they were basically telling me like it's normal, you know, like everybody goes through that, everybody has that time, everybody
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
when they're just kind of like, I don't know, like especially artists, you know, like we go through those times where you don't know what to create, or you're not even into what you're creating, and you're just kind of like going with the flow, and sometimes you can lose yourself, you know. And I felt like that was me. Like I was just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm creating, I'm not even like, I like what I'm creating, but I'm not into it as much as I felt like I should be. And yeah, I don't know, it was just a lot. And it wasn't until I spoke to them that they made me realize, like, you know, there's beauty in being lost. Like not knowing your next step can sometimes be very helpful, you know, because sometimes we like to be in control of our life, and we like to feel like we know exactly what we're doing, we know exactly what the next step is going to be, but then sometimes we have no idea, like we have no clue. But when you take that pressure off of yourself of like, I don't know what's going to happen next, or I don't know like what my next step is going to be, but I'm open, like I'm open to whatever that might be, you know. And I kind of started looking at it that way. I was like, you know what, you're right, like I feel lost right now, but this gives me an opportunity to find myself. And I feel like that's very beautiful, like to be able to, the way I've been saying it is like reinvent myself. I've been wanting to reinvent myself basically. Like I love who I am, but to be honest with you guys, like I don't know who I am, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of scary to say that, but I don't know who I am. Like I want to know, what do I love, what do I like, what am I obsessed with, what do I like enjoy like wholeheartedly, what am I passionate about? And I mean, yes, I'm passionate about makeup, I'm passionate about YouTube, but is this like what gets me going every day? You know what I mean? And I want to find what that is. And I'm talking all passionately when I need to like blend out my nose contour, but you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? Like I hope so. But I just felt like, I don't know, like I was very confused and very lost, but in that I was excited to learn who I really am, and learn, you know, who I want to be in this life and what I want to represent, and you know, things like that. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. Like I've just like, I don't know, I felt like since I wasn't feeling genuine with myself, I didn't want to come on camera, or I didn't want to be posting on social media acting as if like everything is fine and dandy when I'm like lost, you know what I mean? Like I had no idea what's going on with my own head and like in my mind and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I took a break, but I definitely felt like it was needed for me. And I think it's just needed in general all the time, like by anybody. Sometimes we just genuinely need a break, you know? So next I'm gonna go ahead and start highlighting. This is the same concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. And then I'm just gonna put this everywhere I would normally highlight. I actually haven't picked up this concealer in a little bit, but I like this one a lot. I need to get another one. Okay, I felt like we were a little bright, so I turned down my brightness just a little bit because now I look more true to color. But I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this out. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I really want to reinvent myself, basically. Like, I want to know who I really am and the things that I really like and the things I really enjoy, and I want to bring that to you guys. Like, I feel like I can't be on camera or be somebody that people look up to or anything like that when I'm not even being genuine with myself, or I don't even know who that is, you know what I mean? And to be honest with you guys, like, I want to be myself, like, unapologetically. Is that how you say it? Like, unapologetically myself. I don't want to pretend that I'm somebody that I'm not. I want to be who I am, and that's just it, you know? And if people don't like it, or if somebody, I don't know why somebody would, but if somebody is like offended by who I am or something like that, then that's their problem. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to be concerned with it. Like, you know, I just feel like nowadays I'm gonna be myself, and if somebody doesn't like it, then they don't need to be a part of it. But yeah, I feel like the people who truly love me and, you know, want to see me succeed, want to see me grow, understand that this is part of it, and they will be there every step of the way with me, you know? So I'm not really afraid to, like, be myself and be afraid that people aren't going to accept it or people aren't going to like it, because if you don't, then you weren't meant to, you know what I mean? Like, you weren't meant to like me, you're not meant to be in my life, or not even just that, but you're not meant to be in my circle, like, you know? So I don't know, I'm in that weird stage in my life where I feel like everybody goes through this. Everybody has those moments where they're just like, what am I doing? You know, or like, who am I? And we all have those questions, but I feel like this is my time to really discover that. And I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. And every day is a new challenge. Like I said, like, I'm not over this. I still feel lost, you know? Like, I'm not just like, oh, okay, now I know exactly who I am. And I don't think it will ever be like that. I think I'm constantly going to be developing, you know? And I think that's a good thing. I feel like people should, like, we should want to keep developing, keep growing, keep changing, because if you're the same, then are you really growing? You know what I mean? Like, you would want to always be adapting. And yeah, I just feel like, and this is a moment where I'm transitioning, or like I'm adapting right now to whatever it is that I want to allow into my life. And, you know, I want God to take control. Like, God, my life is in your hands. This is not my control. This is not my say. It's his plan, you know what I mean? And I'm just going with it. But whew, I feel like I blended away my whole contour. Like, you can kind of see it, but I need to bring that back. So with all of that being said, I do want to embrace, like, my inner goddess. I want to embrace my inner creative monster. Like, I want to do a lot more. I want to be uploading a lot more. Like, I know I've said this all before, and I want to be more consistent and, like, all of that. Like, I know I've said all of that, but to be honest, I'm just gonna do what makes me happy. I'm gonna do what I enjoy. I am going to take breaks if I need, or if I feel like I need a break. And, you know, again, if people truly love me, like, they will understand and they'll support me no matter what. And if you don't, you don't, and that's okay. Like, I'm not mad at you, or I'm not gonna be like, ugh, like, you know what I mean? No, you do what you do, boo, because I'm gonna do what I do. I'm trying to blend all this shiznit out. So to set my under eye area, cool. I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Fit Me loose setting powder. It's like really dirty, it has all my fingerprints on it. And this is in the shade 10, or Fair Light. I grab the powder and then we go back in. And the whole time my eyes are straight up. You look crazy until you don't when you're doing your makeup. And then I go ahead and set everything else on my face. Within that time that I was like really lost, I doubted myself a lot. And you know, I felt like, what am I doing? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this what I'm actually really good at? Like, do people even want to care? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, all these questions were going in my head. Like, why am I even doing this? Why am I on camera? Why am I talking to a camera? And is anybody on the other end like, oh wow, like watching, you know what I mean? But to be honest, like, even if nobody was watching my videos, even if like I get 0 views, 0 likes, 0 whatever, I don't care. Like, this is what I love to do, and I'll talk to myself on camera if I want to, like, you know? But I don't know, like, if I do inspire anybody out there, like, that would touch my heart, you know? And that's all I want to do, is just inspire people and make people believe that, you know, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever it is, no matter how big your dream is, the fact that you had that dream should be a message to you that you're capable and you're able, because God wouldn't have planted that seed inside your head if he didn't believe that you could achieve it. Like, if I have an idea, or if I believe for a second that I can do something, then I can, because if I couldn't, that idea would have never been put into my head. You know what I mean? Why is my battery about to die? Just bring it down now because I don't have my foundation to get in the way. Before my camera dies, I'm gonna just go ahead and bronze really quick. And I've been using this e.l.f. palette. This is the light medium palette, and it just has these 4, and I use this darker one right here. And I love bronzing. I feel like it brings the whole face to life. Like, up until now, I was looking crazy, and you know, I had like a ghost face because I was so white. But when you bronze, like, the life jumps in. Sometimes I can get a little carried away with bronzer though. That's scary. You don't want to be freaking too bronze, especially when you don't match the rest of your body. I've been there. Don't be a hater, okay? If you see a girl whose makeup isn't matching her body, like, let her know, or just go about your business. Don't be like, girl, she doesn't know how to do makeup. Like, none of us do, to be honest. We being real. Once I do my bronzer and I've set my face, basically, I take this like large e.l.f. brush. What is it? It says pointed powder brush from e.l.f. Yeah. And then I just kind of dust whatever was left from the setting powder, and I kind of blend it with my bronzer. And this also makes sure that there's no like harsh lines, or there's not too much bronzer, because like I said, I can get carried away. When I use this brush, it kind of just melts it all together. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. That way I can charge my battery a little bit, and I will be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back, and a little bit more happened than just my brows. Obviously, I did one eye off camera. I am going to be going to see Aladdin today, so I guess that's where this kind of came from. A little bit childish, but I wanted to do some pinks and purples and blues, and I just added some sparkle in there as well. So I'm basically just going to jump right in and do exactly what I did on this eye to this side. So I'm going to be going into my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to be picking up this pink color. I'm just going to pop that right here, basically on the inner third of the eye. So actually, really quick, I want to do my brow bone highlight, and I'm just taking the white eyeshadow from that 35B palette and just packing a little bit up here. I like to do my brow bone highlight before I do my other eyeshadow, because it just blends easier to me. Like, if I were to have everything done and then try to go back in there with the brow bone highlight, it just covers up my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be taking this like tiny blending brush, and then I'm also going to dip into this red just to kind of deepen up our crease. We're going to move on to the purple part. I'm first going to go in with this like pretty lavender shade in the in this area. Now I'm going to pick up that deeper purple and pack this closer to the crease. I'm going back in with that brush that I used to pack the pink, and I'm kind of blending this section so it kind of fades together. Now that that purple is on, I'm going to go ahead and pack some blue to the outer corner. And I'm going to be picking up my Juvia's Place palette. I actually really love this palette. I haven't talked about it as much on my channel or even on social media that much, but I really love this palette. So I'm going to be picking up this blue shade, and I'm just going to be focusing this on the outer part of the eye, but I'm going to be kind of winging it out as well. Packing right here first, and then dragging it out. I kind of have to be careful with this blue because it's very pigmented and it can get very messy and very muddy very quickly. I also am using like a different blending brush, and I'm running this on the outer corner to kind of help blend this out. I'm gonna take some more of that blue and just run it on the bottom lash line and kind of connect it. Dip into that hot pink and just pop that right here on the inner third of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take that deep plum purple and pack that right in the middle. And just kind of blend them together. Alright, so now it's time to cut the crease. This is where the anxiety sets in. Just try not to mess it up, okay? I'm going to start off by doing a normal cut crease and then kind of drag it out because I want it to be extended. Now that the crease is cut, I'm going to dip into this shade right here. It's this really pretty silvery shade, and I'm going to pack this just on the inner corner. Now we're just going to be repeating the steps that we did. Now I'm going to dip into that blue and then pack this on the outer part. And I'm making sure not to cover up this line. That's going to be my guide to add the glitter. Now I'm going to take just this like pointed craft brush, and I'm going to be taking my NYX glitter glue, and then I'm going to be taking this Ben Nye Lumiere Luxe powder in Ultra Bright, which is this super pretty glitter that is going to bring this whole look to life. I find that it's easier if you work in sections, just applying a little bit of glue at a time and then going on with your glitter. To me, that's just how you get the best results. But I'm also going to take some of this glue and pop it on the inner corner. Magic. To clean it up, we're going to go back in with the brushes that we were using and just like add a little bit of eyeshadow and smooth out this line. Next, I'm just going to be taking my NYX liquid liner in the blue shade and just add a wing. Next, I'm going to be popping on my lashes, and these are from ShopIsraella.com, and these are in the style Chingona. And I do have a coupon code with them. It's just Maria Elena 10 for 10% off. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do my mascara in the car because I gotta hurry. So I had to finish up my makeup in the car because somebody was rushing me. I went ahead and just put on some mascara, and then my lips, this is the Tartiest lip paint from Tarte in the shade Birthday Suit. And this is just a mini version of it, but it's like a pinky nude. And then I just added some highlight. This is the Laura Geller in the shade Gilded Honey. So now we're gonna get some food and go to the movies because I'm ready to watch Aladdin, which is again what inspired this look. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded, but I'm back and I have a lot more content in mind that I want to do. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.